Do you ever forget why you walked into a room or struggle to recall someone's name? Those little slips can feel frustrating, and sometimes worrying. Many people believe memory loss is just a part of aging, but in truth, your brain is always working to repair itself, especially while you sleep. During the night, your mind clears away waste, strengthens connections, and organizes memories. But here's the surprising part. What you eat before bed can directly influence how well this process works. Certain foods can disrupt sleep and leave your brain sluggish the next day. Others, however, actually fuel your brain overnight, helping you wake up sharper, clearer, and more focused. And there's one food in particular, simple and natural, that has been shown to boost memory while you sleep. It's not a pill, not a supplement, and not expensive. Just a small portion before bed could help your mind stay strong, even as the years go by. In this video, we'll uncover exactly what that food is, why it works, and how you can use it to support both sleep and memory. But first, let's look at what really happens inside your brain while you rest. Sleep and brain repair. When you close your eyes at night, it may feel like your body finally gets to rest, but your brain is just getting started. Sleep is one of the most active times for your mind, and it's during these hours that some of the most important work for memory and clarity takes place. Think of sleep as your brain's cleaning crew. While you drift into deeper stages of rest, your brain flushes out toxins that build up during the day, repairs worn-out cells, and strengthens the neural connections that allow you to recall memories with ease. This process is called memory consolidation, and without it, all the experiences you had during the day, conversations, names, even something as simple as where you put your keys, can slip away like sand through your fingers. Now here's the challenge. As we age, the quality of our sleep often declines. Nights become restless, deep sleep grows shorter, and the brain's cleaning system doesn't work as efficiently as it once did. That's why so many older adults wake up still feeling foggy, no matter how many hours they spend in bed. But here's the hopeful news. What you eat before bed can directly support this overnight brain repair. Certain nutrients give your brain the tools it needs to clear waste, calm inflammation, and strengthen memory pathways. It's almost like preparing your mind for a night of restoration. Instead of tossing and turning or waking up sluggish, you can give your brain the fuel it craves to do its job fully. Imagine waking up not only rested, but also remembering more clearly what you plan to do that day, where you left your wallet, or the name of the neighbor you just met. That kind of mental sharpness doesn't happen by accident. It happens because your brain had the right support while you slept. This is where food comes in. What you put on your plate before bedtime can mean the difference between a foggy morning and a sharp one. Some foods disrupt sleep with sugar spikes or heavy digestion. But one powerful food, simple, natural, and easy to enjoy, can work like a gentle ally, helping your brain do its nighttime repair with greater strength. And in just a moment, we'll reveal exactly what this food is and how it can make a difference in your memory while you sleep. The star food, walnuts. When it comes to memory-boosting foods, there's one humble little nut that science has been pointing to again and again: walnuts. At first glance, they don't seem like much. Just a rough, wrinkled shell holding a small kernel inside. But here's the fascinating part. If you look closely, a walnut actually resembles the human brain. And maybe that's no coincidence, because what's inside has been proven to nourish your mind in ways that few other foods can. Walnuts are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, vitamins, and even melatonin, the very hormone your body naturally produces to help you fall asleep. That means when you snack on a handful of walnuts before bed, you're doing two powerful things at once: feeding your brain with nutrients it needs to stay sharp, and supporting a deeper, more restorative sleep. And since memory repair and learning happen most during deep sleep, walnuts fit perfectly into that cycle. Scientists have studied this effect closely. In one trial, older adults who added walnuts to their daily diet showed significant improvements in memory tests compared to those who didn't. Other research has linked walnuts with better cognitive function, slower brain aging, and even reduced risk of Alzheimer's disease. And here's something many people don't know. Walnuts contain not just omega-3s, but also polyphenols, compounds that fight inflammation and oxidative stress, two major culprits in memory decline. But research aside, let's make it practical. Imagine ending your day with a small handful of walnuts, maybe paired with a cup of warm herbal tea. Over time, that simple nightly habit can help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up with a clearer head. One woman in her late 60s told researchers that after just a few weeks of adding walnuts before bed, she noticed she wasn't as forgetful with daily tasks. Her grocery list stuck in her mind more easily, and she remembered details from conversations without struggling. That's the real magic of this simple food. It doesn't just work in a lab, it works in everyday life. And the best part? You don't need a complicated recipe, a doctor's prescription, or expensive supplements. Just a small handful of walnuts before bed can quietly strengthen your memory as you sleep. Next, let's go deeper into exactly how walnuts do this, starting with their rich source of omega-3 fatty acids and the critical role these play in protecting your brain cells. Omega-3s and brain cell protection. If you've ever heard the saying, food for thought, walnuts take that phrase literally. One of their most powerful gifts is their rich supply of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. These healthy fats are like building blocks for your brain. In fact, about 60% of your brain is made up of fat, and omega-3s are the kind that keep those cells flexible, responsive, and able to communicate with each other. Without them, brain cells can become stiff and sluggish, making it harder to form or recall memories. Think of your brain cells like tiny electrical wires. For signals to travel quickly and accurately, those wires need insulation and protection. Omega-3s act like that protective layer, ensuring your neurons stay healthy and efficient. This is why diets low in omega-3s are often linked to memory problems, mood swings, and even faster cognitive decline. On the other hand, people who regularly consume omega-3-rich foods like walnuts often show stronger memory, sharper focus, and healthier aging brains. The science is striking. Studies have shown that omega-3s can reduce brain inflammation, which is one of the hidden causes behind conditions like Alzheimer's and dementia. They also help grow new connections between neurons, almost like giving your brain fresh wiring so it can stay sharp even as the years go by. One study from UCLA found that seniors who consumed higher amounts of omega-3s had bigger brain volumes in areas related to memory and thinking. Essentially, their brains aged more slowly. And here's something comforting to know. You don't need huge amounts to feel the difference. Just a small handful of walnuts each evening provides your body with a steady supply of these protective fats. Imagine the long-term effect. Each night, as you sleep, your brain uses those omega-3s to repair itself, protect its cells, and strengthen its networks. Over weeks and months, that translates into real-life benefits. Remembering where you placed your car keys, recalling a friend's name without hesitation, or keeping your focus steady during the day. Walnuts are like a nightly tune-up for your mind. Every bite helps guard your memory from the wear and tear of age. And while omega-3s are one of their biggest gifts, they aren't the only reason walnuts shine. Next, we'll uncover another secret weapon inside these nuts. They're powerful antioxidants that fight brain aging from the inside out. Antioxidants that fight brain aging. Have you ever noticed how a cut apple turns brown when it sits out too long? That's oxidation at work. And believe it or not, the same process can happen inside your body, including your brain. Over time, tiny unstable molecules called free radicals build up and cause oxidative stress. This damages brain cells, accelerates aging, and makes memory slip away faster than it should. But here's the good news. Walnuts are like a natural shield against that process. Walnuts are loaded with antioxidants, including vitamin E, polyphenols, and flavonoids. These compounds act like tiny firefighters, rushing in to neutralize free radicals before they can do harm. In simple terms, they slow down the brain's aging process. Researchers at Tufts University found that diets rich in walnuts significantly improved brain performance in older adults, especially in memory and learning tasks. The antioxidants in walnuts don't just protect, they actually help reduce inflammation, which is another silent culprit behind forgetfulness and brain fog. One way to picture it is to think of your brain as a library filled with fragile books. Over the years, wear and tear threaten those books, making the pages fade. Antioxidants are like gentle restorers, protecting the pages and keeping the ink sharp so that the knowledge inside remains intact. This is why people who include antioxidant-rich foods like walnuts in their diet often notice better recall and mental clarity. There are real stories behind the science too. In one study, older adults who ate walnuts regularly reported feeling mentally sharper in daily life. One woman in her 70s shared that after months of including walnuts in her evening routine, she noticed fewer senior moments. She could remember her neighbor's phone number without writing it down, and felt more confident during conversations. This protective effect isn't something that happens overnight. It builds with consistency. Each handful of walnuts you eat before bed adds another layer of defense for your brain, helping it stay resilient against the natural wear of time. And when combined with the deep sleep that walnuts also promote, the benefits multiply. So, while omega-3s in walnuts protect your brain cells, their antioxidants defend them from invisible damage. Together, they form a powerful 1-2 punch against memory loss. But walnuts hold yet another secret: melatonin. And this natural sleep hormone doesn't just help you fall asleep, it works hand in hand with memory repair while you dream. Walnuts and melatonin for deep sleep. Most people think of melatonin as a supplement in a bottle, but what many don't realize is that certain foods naturally contain it, and walnuts are one of the richest sources. Melatonin is the hormone your body produces in the evening to tell your brain it's time to wind down, relax, and slip into sleep. For many seniors, melatonin levels decline with age, which is one of the reasons nights grow restless and mornings feel groggy. By adding walnuts before bed, you're not just giving your brain nutrients for memory, you're also helping your body slide into deeper, more restorative sleep. Here's why that matters. During deep sleep, your brain goes into repair mode. This is when toxins are flushed out, damaged cells are repaired, and memories from the day are organized and stored. Without enough deep sleep, those processes don't happen efficiently, leaving you feeling foggy and forgetful the next day. But when melatonin levels are steady, supported by foods like walnuts, your sleep cycles become stronger. That means more time spent in the kind of sleep that heals your brain. Studies back this up. Research published in the Nutrition Journal found that eating walnuts increased blood levels of melatonin, improving both sleep quality and duration. Another clinical trial revealed that people who consumed melatonin-rich foods had faster sleep onset and woke up fewer times during the night. For seniors especially, this can mean waking up clearer, calmer, and sharper, ready to start the day without dragging through that morning haze. Think of walnuts as a natural bridge between sleep and memory. On one side, melatonin helps you fall into deep rest. On the other, omega-3s and antioxidants go to work protecting your brain cells and strengthening memory. Together, they create a cycle where better sleep fuels better memory, and better memory makes daily life feel smoother and brighter. And the best part is how simple it can be. You don't need pills or complicated routines, just a small handful of walnuts as an evening snack. Over time, that small habit can help restore both restful nights and sharper days. So, now that you know walnuts provide melatonin to enhance your sleep, let's move into the practical side. the best and easiest ways to enjoy them before bed, so they become a natural part of your nightly routine. Practical ways to add walnuts before bed. Now that we know how walnuts nourish your brain and improve your sleep, the next question is, how do you make them part of your nightly routine without it feeling like a chore? The good news is that walnuts are one of the easiest foods to enjoy. You don't need a complicated recipe or expensive ingredients. Just a small handful, about 6 to 8 halves, is enough to give your body the memory-boosting, sleep-supporting nutrients it needs. One of the simplest ways is to eat them plain, just as they are. Keep a small jar or bowl of walnuts near your kitchen counter so you can grab a handful after dinner. If you prefer something a little more comforting, try pairing them with a cup of caffeine-free herbal tea. Chamomile or lavender tea works especially well. The warm drink relaxes your body, while the walnuts go to work fueling your brain for the night ahead. For those who like variety, there are plenty of other easy options. Sprinkle chopped walnuts into a bowl of warm oatmeal or Greek yogurt before bed. The combination of protein, healthy fats, and natural melatonin makes it the perfect nighttime snack. You can also blend walnuts into a smoothie with banana or cherries, both of which also support sleep. Some people even make their own walnut milk, blending soaked walnuts with water for a creamy, dairy-free drink that can be sipped warm in the evening. The key is consistency. You don't have to eat a large amount. In fact, too many can be heavy late at night. A small portion each evening is more than enough to support brain health over time. Think of it like brushing your teeth, a simple routine you repeat daily, for lasting protection. And here's a little tip. If you find the flavor of raw walnuts too strong, lightly toasting them in the oven brings out a nutty sweetness. Just be careful not to burn them, as high heat can reduce some of their nutrients. Over the weeks and months, this tiny ritual can add up to big results. Imagine ending your day with a moment of calm, knowing that the food you're enjoying is quietly strengthening your memory and improving your sleep. Walnuts may be small, but when you make them part of your nightly rhythm, they can transform the way you feel when you wake up. But walnuts aren't the only food that can support your brain at night. Next, let's explore a few other natural bedtime snacks that complement walnuts and work together to protect memory and boost sleep. Other foods that support brain health at night. While walnuts are the star of the show, they're not the only food that can nourish your brain and support memory while you sleep. Nature has given us several other options that work beautifully alongside walnuts, creating a kind of nighttime team for your mind. Adding these foods into your routine can amplify the benefits and give your brain an even stronger foundation for clarity and focus. Let's start with almonds. Like walnuts, almonds contain healthy fats and vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant that protects brain cells from aging. They also provide magnesium, a mineral that relaxes muscles and calms the nervous system, making it easier to drift into restful sleep. Just a small handful of almonds can work wonders for both relaxation and memory support. Another surprising food is kiwi. This small, bright green fruit is more than just a refreshing snack. It's been shown in studies to improve sleep quality and duration. Kiwis are rich in serotonin, a neurotransmitter that helps regulate sleep cycles and mood. Seniors who ate kiwi before bed fell asleep faster and enjoyed deeper sleep, which directly supports the memory consolidation process. Cherries are another nighttime ally, especially tart cherries, which are one of the best natural sources of melatonin. Drinking a small glass of tart cherry juice or enjoying a handful of fresh cherries before bed can boost melatonin levels and improve overall sleep patterns. Combine that with the memory-enhancing nutrients in walnuts, and you've got a natural, effective way to wake up feeling sharper. Even something as simple as a warm glass of milk or a cup of yogurt can help. Dairy contains tryptophan, an amino acid that supports serotonin production, which in turn helps melatonin do its job. Pairing dairy with walnuts or almonds creates a soothing and nutritious bedtime snack that fuels both your body and mind. The beauty of these foods is how simple and accessible they are. You don't need exotic supplements or expensive products. By choosing a mix of walnuts, almonds, cherries, kiwi, or yogurt, you're giving your brain exactly what it craves for overnight: healing and memory repair. So while walnuts remain the hero food, remember that they don't have to stand alone. Building a variety of these brain-friendly bedtime habits creates a stronger, more balanced foundation for memory and sharper mornings. And now, let's bring everything together with a final reminder of why these small changes matter so much for your future health and clarity. So now you know, supporting memory and clearer thinking doesn't always require complicated treatments or expensive supplements. Sometimes, it's the smallest changes that make the biggest difference. By eating walnuts before bed, you're giving your brain omega-3s to repair its cells, antioxidants to fight aging, and melatonin to guide you into deep, restorative sleep. Night after night, that simple habit helps your brain do the work it was designed to do: protect, heal, and remember. Imagine waking up and feeling sharper, more confident in conversations, and better able to recall the little details of your day. That's what better sleep and stronger memory can give you. Not just improved health, but a richer, more connected life. And the best part? It doesn't require drastic changes. Just a small handful of walnuts in your evening routine can help. You carry your memories forward and keep your mind clear. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Will you be adding walnuts before bed tonight? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more natural health tips to keep your mind and body strong. Here's to sharper mornings ahead.